All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit about something. Stick, adhere, join, follow. So we'll just talk about follow for a second. When a person is interacting with me in push hands, and they make an energetic expression towards me in the form of a push or a pull or something, I follow their push and their pull in a very reactive way. So if Aaron is here and he pushes me, it's like I'm responding because I'm being pushed. Or if he's on me and he pushes and I'm rolling my back to get away from it, or I'm turning to get away from it, but I'm still responding to him in that he's the conductor, right? So when I'm following him, and this is why traditional push hands are very important, as he pushes towards me and I'm doing this known action of I'm going to shift here and pull down, and he's going to do the same thing to me, right? When he's pushing here and I let go, you see his hand actually went pretty straight forward. But most of the time when a person knows you're pulling here, they tend to push the opposite way, not on a conscious level. So when I do this, he can work and follow me well because we're just free play with me this way, like because he's with me. He's in the groove, he's in the path of what we're supposed to be doing, right? But like when his hand springs open because it's pushing outward, he has trouble dealing with that because he doesn't feel it. He's not with his unconscious. So when I'm following him, I'm not trying to follow the conscious movement. I'm following the unconscious, which was he pulled back into himself. As I went down here, he felt right there.
Yeah.
So as soon as he feels like, oh, I'm getting a little far away from myself, and he put a little brake on with some tendon somewhere or muscle, then I feel that change of energy. So I can follow his gathering as well. So if he winds up to push me and winds up to push me, now that's just pushing me. Do it wrong, like winding up. Yeah. See, he wound up, I can follow him winding up because he creates a direction for me to follow. He winds up again, I follow it, and now I got his elbow trapped past side center. So he's giving me stiffness, now I can press him out. And he also might, before he pushes, gather his breath. So as he does, I can follow that in. So if I'm here and you're touching me, and you can follow it out. Now, here I'm empty-minded and he's pushing on me. And now I'm thinking of a way to fight him. And as soon as I do, my chi comes up and he can follow that. So he can follow my chi coming up to my head when I'm plotting. He can follow me drawing my breath in to make power or gathering power. He can follow me winding up by pulling an arm back to start to make power. And all of these things end up being something that he's not listening to at all. He's not listening to whether he's breathing this way or that way, whether he's elbows going past side center or not, whether he's breaking his shoulder quads or not possibly. These are all things that people violate all the time when they move. And when they do, if you're aware, you can listen to them. When you have movements that are pre-set up, then you can tell what he's intentionally doing and what he's not intentionally doing. So I can follow his unintentional responses and make him feel like he floated out of a posture when I was just following a momentum that he had already created himself. Eventually, he'll start to notice what he intended to do and what really happened, and he'll be able to separate conscious and unconscious responses which is the real value of traditional push hands. Not to like win a game or something like that. It's to change his ability to hear his unconscious mind and to follow someone else's unconscious responses to something. This is also called asking and answering sometimes, in that you'll touch a person to see how they respond. In boxing, they call it feinting. I'll throw a jab at a person to see how he responds. Does he run away? Does he come in? Does he stay still? 3 very simple things in push hands that a person might do. But eventually, you can probe a person and follow their unconscious behavior and make them feel awkward when they're doing something that they feel that they're being mindful in. The result is their listening skill becomes multidimensional and becomes more advanced. Thank you.